World Tag League 2020 and Best of the Super Junior 27 starts this weekend. More precisely, it starts Sunday, November 15th, 2020. We are SOS Wrestling Network. I am the puroresu FlyGOD. Puroresu FlyGOD damn sure don't like ugly. And to a lot of people, the World Tag League is ugly, but us here at the channel, we definitely love the World Tag League, and we damn sure love the Best of the Super Junior. So this show is going to be in Aichi, Japan. It's going to be presented a little differently. There are going to actually be 10 matches on the show, very different circumstance to what we've been having lately with New Japan Pro Wrestling, averaging about 6 matches per show, which not too bad, but this time we're getting heavy duty stuff because we have 2 round robin tournaments going on right now at the same time. So we might as well start this night off and have both of these tournaments have some proper showing and get some proper footing. So let's get into it. First action, and the way these matches are going to alternate, it looks like first match is going to be World Tag League, then Best of Super Junior, then vice versa, and they're just going to keep alternating like that on this show on night one. So let's get into night one. First match, we have World Tag League action. We have the team of Toru Yano and Tomohiro Ishii taking on the Bullet Club team of Chase Owens and the returning Bad Luck Fale. So Bad Luck Fale has almost been gone a calendar year from New Japan Pro Wrestling because of worldwide situations, the worldwide sneezing problem, as I like to call it. So it'll be good to see Big Bad Luck Fale back here in the New Japan ring. And they have a guy, and he's teamed with a guy who pretty much just made his return a couple weeks ago in Chase Owens. So 2 guys who hadn't been in New Japan in a while, but definitely glad to have them back. And their opponents, they've been killing it all year. Tomohiro Ishii, he's been killing it all year. Toru Yano, he's actually the KOPW provisional champion right now. And Tomohiro Ishii is 1/3 of the Never Trios champion. So Chaos is having a pretty good year despite certain members, falling out of the stable, leaving the stable, something like that. So Chaos is still having a good year. My pick for I think is going to win this match. I would normally say Yano and Ishii picks up the win here, but since we're getting a returning Fale and Chase Owens kind of just came back, I think the Bullet Club team is going to pick up the victory. It's probably going to pin not Tomohiro Ishii. He's probably going to pin Toru Yano right here as Fale. Get some good showing on his first match back. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the Bullet Club team. Match number 2 on this show, we have Best of the Super Junior 27 action, a tournament match, of course. We have making his return to New Japan as well, Robbie Eagles taking on a guy who's been in New Japan the whole damn year. Seems like it's going to be a reoccurring theme here. We have him taking on Doki, and Doki's eating his share of pinfalls. He's been rolled up in all kind of blunts this year, but maybe he can get a little redemption, get a little, have 2021 start to look the way that he goes, and maybe it starts with this match. This would be huge if Doki could get a win over a guy like Robbie Eagles. Considering it's the first match too, I don't think anything would really hurt Robbie Eagles like that if he was to lose to Doki. I just don't think they see too much in Doki, honestly, and I think Doki's probably going to lose this match. But for the sake of argument and just for the sake of spoilers, I'm going to pick Doki to win. I don't think he's going to, but he's going to be my pick. I'm picking Doki to win. Of course, smart money is having Robbie Eagles win this match because that's probably how the outcome will turn out, but I'm feeling a little frisky. I'm going to say Doki picks up the W right here, gets 2 points, and could potentially be a start of some big things for Doki in 2021. So we'll see how that goes here in the future. Match number 3 here, more World Tag League action. We have Hiroshi Tanahashi and Toa Hanari taking on the Great Okan and X. And of course, in New Japan, whenever there's a mystery partner, they would just refer to them as X. They don't have the question marks or anything like that. It's my man Vacant. Vacant is making his return. He's a multiple-time champion in pro wrestling. He's held every belt in pro wrestling. So it's good to see him team up with the Great Okan right here. But in all seriousness, I'm really thinking it can only be one guy, and a lot of people know who this guy is. He's in England right now, or he was in England as far as, as I can remember. And that would be Shota Umino. I've seen some people be maybe for it, against it. I don't know. I kind of don't want it to be Shota Umino, but then I'm like, who could it be if it's not Umino then? So if it's not Shota Umino, I'm not sure who this partner is going to be. So and with that being said, even though I don't know who it is, I don't see the team of Great Okan and his partner losing because they usually don't have a mystery partner debut at the loss. So I'm going to go with the Empire team right here of Great Okan and whomever his tag team partner is. So next we're back to Best of the Super Junior action. We have Sho, 1/2 of Roppongi 3K, taking on Bushi, 1/2 of Los Dos Peligroso, 1/5 of Los Ingobernables de Japón. You already know I want Bushi to win this match. And, you know, goddamn it, even though in a normal circumstance, I would not pick Bushi to win. But I guess something's in the air today because I'm picking Bushi to beat Sho right here. I know we haven't seen Sho in a little bit. And this win probably, you know, remind people that he's still a dominant force in the powerhouse. But I think a victory for Bushi against Sho means more to Bushi than it does Sho right here. So I'm going Bushi. Sho has the rest of the tournament to pick it up and pick up victories over guys. So Bushi gets the upset victory. Will he do it? We will see Sunday morning. So match number 5, World Tag League action. We have Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto taking on the tag team champions, the Dangerous Tekkers themselves, the DTs, Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi, representing Suzuki Gun right here. And they just defended the belts against these guys, did the DTs against Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto in a pretty damn good match. I got Chaos Contender. I got Yoshihashi and Goto winning. They need to get their win back against these guys. They can't look too much like chumps against the champs because champs will be fine. The champs have been the champs most of the year, and I think the Dangerous Tekkers have added a little bit more prestige to those tag team titles, in my opinion. Them taking a loss right here in the early outset does not hurt them. They'll finish strong in this tournament. Hell, they'll even have a chance to win it. So they're going to get halted right here. Dangerous Tekkers will not win this match. I got Yoshihashi, Hash Brown, and Hiroki Goto getting the victory right here, picking up their first 2 points. So best of the Super Junior action. This should be really good. We have the returning Master Wato. Seems like I haven't seen that man in forever against a guy who I've seen a lot of here in the last month. Yoshinobu Kanemaru, still a solid veteran, still a solid guy. They had a little bit of feud in the summer, struggle in Jingu Stadium. So we're going to be rekindling that right here. And with that being said, I think Master Wato gets the win. I think it's time to give him a win over a guy like Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Give him that tournament victory, and it's, you know, twofold because he gets a little revenge over him. So we got Master Wato winning this match right here, picking up 2 points, and he's off to the races. Speaking of off to the races here, we have a little, you almost call it revancha tag team match in the World Tag League. We have Sonata and Shingo Takagi taking on the Ice Dragons, Frost Dragons, you know what I'm saying? Frost Dragons in the building, taking on the Tokyo Pimp Yujiro Takahashi and the King of Darkness Evil right here. So we got the King of Pimps, Yujiro and Evil, taking on each other, and we're going to have that shitty Dick Togo outside the ring, of course. I was going to say this one could go either way, but we kind of know Yujiro's eating the pinfall right here. I think it's probably going to tap out to Sonata, but I'm going to be interested in the interactions, not only between Sonata and Evil, but between Evil and Shingo, because I think there's some kind of underlying stuff right there, especially storyline-wise, that people maybe not have tapped into, and I think we're going to get a little bit of that. So I got Shingo and Sonata picking up their 2 points right here. Evil's just sitting, he's just the odd man out right now for Wrestle Kingdom, isn't he? That's wow, what do you know? Well, I guess we'll see more once we start to get closer to January 4th and 5th, but as of right now, that man ain't doing shit. So next we got Best of the Super Junior. We have Raizuke Taguchi taking on a man he's very familiar with, El Desperado right here. And this is a match that could go either way, any way. With that being said, because we haven't really seen much of him and we've seen more of this gentleman coming up, I think Taguchi gets the win right here. El Desperado, he's riding high with victories over at Los Dos Peligrosos, twice getting the belts from them, or beating them for the belts, then defeating the belts against them. So he's riding high right now. A loss to Taguchi just reminds us that Taguchi's a force and he's best of the Super Junior, and he's a force to be reckoned with. And I think that's what's going to happen. Taguchi's getting the win right here, getting his first 2 points, moving on to his next opponent, and we're moving on to the penultimate match of the show. We have the tag team of FinJuice, David Finlay, Juice Robinson, taking on a pair of guys who actually beat them for the belts earlier this year. I think they might even traded the belts. I got to go back because it seems so long ago. Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, the returning Guerrillas of Destiny. And I've missed pretty much all 3 of these guys because Juice has been there for a while. I missed all 3 of these guys. Seems like it's been a while since I've seen David Finlay, Tonga Loa, or Tama Tonga. This is another one that could go either way because I think these guys traded victories early in 2020. So, whew. I want to say you give Guerrillas of Destiny, the GOD, to win, but then I'm like, man, if you have FinJuice just beat them off the bat, that just establishes them as a dominant force like that. And we already know Guerrillas of Destiny have been dominant for many years in the tag division. So this is a hard choice, man. I'm going FinJuice. My gut is saying FinJuice is going to get the victory. Guerrillas losing their first match won't hurt them. They're, 5-time, 6-time IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, so a loss to former champions will not do anything to hurt their credibility. I have FinJuice picking up the victory right here. And then the main event of the show, we have Hiromu Takahashi taking on the man who took the belt from him this past summer, Taiji Ishimori. And this match goes no other way. This could go either way, but I think it's Hiromu Takahashi gets his victory back. He dropped the belt to him. He needs a little bit of redemption since dropping the belt to him. So that's what I'm going to go with right here. And that's really the first night of Best of the Super Junior / World Tag League action. So they start off Sunday, then Monday. Let me see how they're doing the shows. Then Mondays is strictly a World Tag League show. So I'm looking at it right now. I'll go ahead and cover it. So I'm just going to go World Tag League matches. I'm not going to do any of the Young Lions stuff because that's actually kind of unpredictable. So the first match we have on night 2 of World Tag League, we have Tanga Loa Tamatonga taking on Chase Owens and Bad Luck Fale right here. I think this is where the Gorillas of Destiny gets their footing back. They're going to get a victory over their Bullet Club brethren. They're all going to 2-speed at the end of it. It's going to be all good, but Gorillas are going to move on and get 2 points right here. Next, we have Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto taking on Great Okan and X. So I think Yoshihashi and Goto are going to roll, no matter who his tag team partner is right here. I think Goto and Hashi are definitely taking this victory. I think they're going to be a force to be reckoned with later on in this tournament and early in the tournament. So Chaos Team gets the victory. Moving on. Match number 4. FinJuice taking on a team of Yujiro Takahashi and Evil right here. And this is where I think FinJuice kind of stumbles. You would think on paper they maybe beat a team like Yujiro and Evil because Yujiro Takahashi is not very high on the card like that, but this could be a match where Evil can shine. He's had great success against Juice Robinson and against David Finlay for that matter, even though David Finlay actually pinned Evil last year in World Tag League to, I believe, win the trophy. So that being said, Bullet Club wins. We need to give them the guys some heat back. They can't just keep eating losses and keep looking like a viable threat, especially for a guy like Evil. So Bullet Club's going to get the victory. Match number 5 on this show, we have Tomohiro Ishii taking on a team of Los Ingobernables Tejapan, the Frost Dragons, Cold Skull Sonata, and Shingo Takagi, reigning never openweight champion right here. You know what? Just call it bias. Call it whatever you want. LIJ is getting this victory right here. They're going to start off with 4 points. They're going to start off dominant because the team of Shingo and Sonata, they're going to be feeling each other out, but I think their filling out period is going to equal success for them. They might stumble later on in the tournament, but early out they're going to start out pretty damn good. So I got Shingo and Sonata, winning this match. And now the main event of this show, we have tag team champions of IWGP of the world, whatever you want to call them, the DTs, Dangerous Tekkers, taking on Toa Henare and Hiroshi Tanahashi right here. This is where I think the Dangerous Tekkers gets their victory back. They're going to start off 1-1, and it's going to start by beating the team of Toa Henare and Hiroshi Tanahashi. Now, if they get the victory over these guys, I would be highly surprised, and that would be extremely interesting. So now we move on. We're going to Cork now, and we're going on to the singular nights of the Best of the Super Junior. So first match again, we got Robbie Eagles taking on Master Wato right here, and that match could go really either way, man. We know they're positioning Master Wato for big things, and maybe you don't want to have a guy like Robbie Eagles be his stepping stone or his building block right away. So, I think Wato wins. I'm going to say Master Wato gets the victory right here. Moving on to match number 2 in this Best of the Super Junior. We have Sho taking on Doki right here. Easy call. Sho's getting the victory. We all know why. It's because they're positioning in the company. He could upset Sho. I don't see it. If he does upset Sho, I will come here and I will eat my humble pie. But your boy just don't think that's happening. And match number 3, as far as Best of the Super Junior goes on this night, we have Bushi taking on Yoshinobu Kanemaru. And now that I think about it, Bushi probably will lose the show, and he's probably going to pick up the victory against Yoshinobu Kanemaru here. So I'm going to switch I'm going to still say Bushi wins that match, and I'm going to say he wins this match too. So I got Bushi starting off 2-0 with 4 points. So he's going to beat Yoshinobu Kanemaru. He's going to have 4 points right here. Yeah, Bushi's going to be sitting pretty after the first 2 days of Best of the Super Junior. So the penultimate match of this show, penultimate match of the show, guys, we have Raizuke Taguchi taking on the champ himself, Taiji Ishimori. And we all know the Sailor Boy thing that Taguchi was teasing Taiji Ishimori with last year. It's pretty funny. But Ishimori is going to be looking to rebound after that loss he's taken against Hiromu Takahashi after night 1. So the champ holds turf. It gets his first 2 points of the tournament. Taiji Ishimori is going on to his 3rd opponent. And we shall move on as well to the main event of this show. We got Hiromu Takahashi taking on El Desperado. Y'all know where I'm going with this. Hiromu's starting off 2-0. He's getting 4 points. And it just makes sense because he and El Desperado, Bushi, El Desperado, and Kanemaru, they have unfinished business. So it just makes sense for both of those guys to get L's and take L's and get put in a Los Ingobernables blunt. You feel me? So that's what's going to happen on this night. But yeah, that's pretty much the first night, the second night, third night. And then for all intents and purposes, it's really the first 2 nights of both shows. They're just kind of in 3 shows. So thank you for checking us out, guys. We are the almighty SOS Wrestling Network. I am your boy, Blunt United. Like, share, subscribe. Find us on Podbean, YouTube, all that great shit. So until then, y'all know what to do. Tranquilo.